Hello, today I'd like to show you how to make Mexican paste. This is a firm, hard drying paste and I use it when I'm making freestanding pieces such as the music notes and the guitar on this cake. To make the paste, you will need 250 grams of icing sugar, some gum tragicant, that's the hardener, and I'm going to use 3 teaspoons of that, and some cold water. Just put that to one side. So mix it in a bowl by hand. So firstly, I'm going to place in the icing sugar, followed by the gum tragicants. So 1, 2, as even as possible, 3. And stir that round together so it's well mixed. And to that I'm going to add 6 teaspoons of cold water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And stir that round by hand until it forms a ball. Now, if you feel that it needs some more water, add it now, but add it by dipping your fingers into the bowl of water and then stirring. And this way you won't add too much. What you don't want is a sticky paste. Just give it a squeeze. And a little more. You always need less water if you fill the spoon directly from a tap. And that's why mine is taking a little more water than usual, because I've filled mine out of a bowl. But that's just starting to bind together now, you can see on my hands. And I'm going to tip that out in a moment onto the worktop. Okay, so I'll place that onto the work surface. Like so, and use a knife, just get rid of the water, and use a knife just to scrape the paste from your fingers. And then it needs to bind together, like so. Work the loose mix in. And knead it like a bread dough until it's nice and pliable. Just scrape the paste again off my fingers. And just gather all the loose pieces. Give it a nice stretch. Now, don't just press it, really stretch it and fold, stretch and fold, and knead it well. And then I'm going to place this into a plastic bag and roll it into a sausage shape and place it into a plastic bag and leave it at room, like that, at room temperature for about 12 hours. And what happens, the gum tragicant will absorb the moisture. After 12 hours, the paste will feel very hard. I'm going to cut that into small pieces. And then work each piece by placing it in the palm of one hand and just press firmly. Just knead it until it's nice and pliable, and then wrap it back in a bag. And continue with all the other pieces. That's ready to use, but if you do want to make a batch to freeze, it's at this stage, after it's been worked and it's nice and pliable, that you would wrap it in a piece of film, like so, and then in a plastic bag. And that can be placed in the freezer and used up to 12 months ahead. Always make sure that you have it in small pieces so that you can just take a small piece away out of the freezer.